the one of the projects we are going to be working on this semester is Over the Moon. Okay, it's a project in astronomy. You will collect data, observe patterns in the phase of the moon and in the position of the moon relative to the sun's position in the sky. Please make sure you read some of this introduction. The website, many of these websites here are no longer, is outdated, so you might have to look up the new website. In this class projects, you will have an opportunity to observe some aspect of the Earth, Moon, and Sun system. You will observe and record the time at which the sun sets, the time at which the moon sets for several consecutive days. Okay. Now, let's look at the procedure. So each student in class will collect data covering a period of 10 days. I will assign you what 10 consecutive day you supposed to be collecting data. Okay. When you collect data, you need to form a table. Your table will include the date. Okay, so you have 10 data points, each point per each day. Okay. Each day you will write down the time at which the sun sets, indicate that is it Central Standard Time or is it the Central Daylight Time, and time at which the moon set. Okay, the phase of the moon, including the sketch of its visual appearance. So at this point, you might not know the name of the phase of the moon, but you can draw the pictures of the moon. Okay, what does it look like? Is it full moon, or if it's the completely dark, or is it half moon, and so on. So you can at least sketch its appearance. Now the time at which you observe the moon, and if you cannot get up all night, you can find out like the source of the data. You can look up and see what time is sunset and what time is sunrise and moonset that day. However, you should at least observe the moon once a day, because you got to be able to draw the picture. Then you will calculate the time interval between sunset and moonset for the date at which you have collected data. All right. For example, the date. The date. Okay. The sunset is what time, and the moonset is whatever time, and you can draw the face of the moon. What do you see? Now you can take the pictures. Okay. You can take the pictures and and cup and and send it along with your projects. Okay, that will give you extra credit. Time of observation. Okay, so when you take a picture, just write down the time that you take the picture or when you observe the information. If you look up, for example, the sunset and moonset time, write down the source of data. Okay. Then you will calculate the time difference between sunset and moonset. The difference between 7:20 p.m. and 10:23 a.m. Okay. All right. All right. Once you collect all the data and you create the table, then you will use the table and draw the graph hour between sunset and moonset and the date. Okay. You will create the table. Create the graph. Each one of you will work on your own experiment. So on your graph, circle every day point corresponding to full moon. Okay, and answer all of this based on collecting data. So make sure you answer all the questions after you collect all this data.